Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going up top on 1st down. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. He'll interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. He'll sneak it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision here.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
He's got it down the right side. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop.
And they get the sack right out of the gate. Here on 3rd down. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. The Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Pettis. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
He's inside the 10. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And they're not on the same page there. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
Snatches it on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. The RPO fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bears in the hurry up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out?
And it's caught inside the 15. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bears! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He'll let one go down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They're testing the right side here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On second down, he'll fire. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was spelling that end zone on that return.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Quarterback checking off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call... here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's gonna pass. He's right on target. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. And the ball is picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
South Carolina, 21.
And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks one. Just plowing ahead. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Coming after it. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down 3rd.
Throws toward the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
We've just seen in this game, the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to get to him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Baylor 35, South Carolina 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it on the counter. Smashes through. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the run, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. A handoff, keep working on that clock. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Bears have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Heaves it deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around, locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off to the defense.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a...
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Takes it the other way. The tag. Touchdown Gamecocks. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
On the double. 29 Philly. 2 not.
He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to go up top on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
It's good. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the first down. Don't get greedy. Stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
He wants to throw it. Now improvising. Touchdown, South Carolina! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw. He's taking the deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.